I know what you want. She won't fuck with me cause baby don't want one. It's a cold with you, it's a bright one. That I see like cause baby you the right one. Dancer, she got me moving like she's Spanish. Yeah, I'll be a fine, no stressing, count blessings.
Hi guys, welcome back. I'm T.
And I'm C.
And today we're going to do, we've got a mukbang prepared for you guys. So what we've done, we stopped off at Wingstop and we've got just a few bits and then we're just going to have a little chit chat with you guys. So I went and I ordered the Hawaiian...
Sorry, I'm hungry.
Boneless. Is this a Hawaiian?
I don't know what she
Hawaiian boneless something. And then I'm lying. I have to check what I got.
I got the barbecue, smoked barbecue standard wings. No, boneless wings. I don't know. This is honey mustard, and I've got some we got some large fries.
Honey mustard and ranch sauce.
Don't watch these gloves there because we didn't get gloves when we went there, so we just got some ghetto gloves. It's fine.
What we could dig up. This is gonna have to do.
It's gonna have to do, innit? So.
Yes. So yeah, let's get into it.
So guys, before we're going to talk about the Bkchat London episode 10, I think it was, the Christmas special. All the oldies returned. That was amazing because I like the new...
I must say I'm happy to see all the old crew back together though. I do love them.
I do like them, the new ones, but the oldies is the oldies, isn't it? Like,
no, they paved the way.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that just tastes like salad cream, isn't it?
It does.
It must have been. No, they done the easy route on this. This just tastes like...
It probably is salad cream.
Salad cream with like mustard seed or something.
Yeah. I'm going to taste one of these wings. But yeah, so the question was, on Bkchat London was basically... I'm
going to read it. So it says, hey Bkchat, I'm approaching my 30s and get a lot of interest from guys, but can't seem to find the guy I actually want to settle down with. I've been told not to be picky because I'm getting older as a woman. Realistically, does age affect the chances of getting what I want? That's the question. So basically, does age affect the chances of getting what you want in your partner?
I believe not, because there's people that are in their 50s, 60s and then meet someone and then have that perfect relationship. It doesn't mean that they have to have everything that they needed in life, but they meet that person at that age and they're fine.
I don't know. It depends though. It depends. I think it has a factor towards it. If you're being like, it depends how quick you want to move the things, because it definitely makes the process a bit longer. So for example, if like you've been in a few relationships, so you now know at this age what you don't want or what you do want, and then that makes the search a bit harder, because you're like, someone approaches you, you're knocking at, no, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that, and you kind of almost forget about the other possibilities of what that person can offer. But like, so it does contribute to it at the end of the day.
But then it does and it doesn't, because like there's one of the cast members said that it's all to do with age, and not even that, you discover more things about yourself when you're with a partner, innit? And things you don't like and do like. So suppose you think that that's what you want, and then you get it and it's not what you want.
That's true.
So
but then if you've been in a relationship, you might be certain of certain things that you don't 100% want. So much so that, like, for example, if you're scarred from something in a previous relationship, so much so that you're not even willing to even try this person out because you don't want to deal with none of that sort of stuff. So for example, for some people it might be the whole having like baby mothers involved, and you know, like some people's had ordeals with their partner and their baby mums and don't want to do that ever again. So like, it does contribute to it. And then when you think about our age group, how many guys are out there? No, there are guys out there that don't have children, but how many guys are like, it's not, most men by this age have a child.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? At least one, at least. So then that would be hard again, if you're saying to yourself that, no, I'm not going to know work with no one that's got a child. Yeah, then it does make it a bit harder. It's not to say that you're being picky.
But you're limiting yourself from what is out there, because the thing that you might be picky about, the person that you are destined to be with has that, but they've still got all the qualities you need. So you might be being picky for what? No spicy.
I'll bite my tongue. Try it.
Pepper.
It's nice, but real peppery.
You can just got a little spice, but it's not that deep. It's like a nugget. You get the whole thing. Can I not get flat wings?
I love flat wings.
What's this? It's not wing. When you think of wings, yeah, I thought it was the flat one.
There it is.
Oh, there was one. Oh, there was some.
So yeah, relationship. I think age does put. It isn't a factor.
It isn't, but it is for women only because we have a time clock with this whole baby thing. So if you haven't got a child, yeah, you might feel pressure because you might be picky because you know you're gonna have a child with that person, so you're gonna be picky because you don't want to have a child with any random, So in that.
But it also depends like how you are as a person, because there's some people that they plan out their whole life so that everything they want is like they have this set in stone, and some of them it's not like they're not willing to compromise, they're not really, there's no flexibility there. They're like, I know by this age I want to be this and that, and some of them go crazy for it, like they're not ready, they'll just take up anything. So it works both ways, isn't it? So like you can be women who the time pressure just makes them take anything, so they're not picky. They're like, oh, you know what, whatever the case may be, because I've said that this age I'm gonna have this and this and this, so I'm going for it regardless because I'm like 30 next year, sort of thing.
I think you should put pressure. I don't think you should put pressure on yourself. I think you should go with the flow.
Yeah.
Just because you feel like you're getting out of age doesn't mean you have to then rush and find someone, because there's no time or not. Like when we was young, like one of the cars said, we used to think by this age we're gonna have this, we're gonna have that, we're gonna do this, and then it gets to that age and you're like, wow, I haven't accomplished none of that.
Yeah.
So it all depends on the person, it all depends on how your life's
So like
going.
your goals change and like what you want, your expectations, everything changes as you get older. Like what I wanted when I was 22, 23.
Because even
it's totally different from now.
Even 30 and 40, it's like it's a decade, but you want so much different things at 40 than you want at 30. And this day and age, I used to think when I was younger, like 30 was old, not old, but it was a big person. Now I'm 30. Yeah,
it's true.
It's not a thing.
But it's like everyone moves at different paces, so I do think you can't be rigid with your goals or with your plans. Like, yes, you put your mind towards something, but you have to have the flexibility to know sometimes you've got to take different routes, you've got to take different angles, do you know what I mean, to get to where you still want it to be. But if you look at life in this straight line, like you're going to be highly disappointed because it's never so straightforward, isn't it? Like it's just, it's never going to be that way.
Why should I eat?
Sorry.
I'm
chatting.
That's the whole point.
I'm chatting.
But I don't know. Pressure. Well, for me, I'm 30 and I don't feel pressure to do anything. Like, it's my life. That who's pressuring me? But then again, it's a culture thing. We're Caribbean. Our parents don't really pressure us to do them sort of things. But obviously, African and certain other cultures, like you're supposed to be married, you're supposed to have this by now, and very rare. But our parents
like as Raya said, like it's when you get to 30, like I'll try one. So when I'm like, as I'm reaching 30 and stuff, it's like I start to care less. Yeah. Not care less about myself. Like I think I care more about myself, if anything, in terms of like my own goals or like what I want to do for myself and putting me first now. And I care less about like what someone else thinks or putting that person first. Like I feel like my dad always said you can't have two without one. So you've got to put number one first, do you understand? So like now that I know that, I feel like I've got to put me first, and then once you're set and you're ready, you can welcome that sort of love, the right kind of love in. Because when you got a whole lot of issues, you might be the right person, but you're gonna put that onto them, and then you can end up pushing them away, and then it's a no-go because at that time your headspace ain't right, your attitude's not right, nothing's right. So it's all about putting you first, and then you can open up to allow someone else into your happiness.
But then as well, I don't remember her name. It's bad. But yeah, one of the cast members again said that like you're still gonna be knowing yourself, and when you get another partner, even though you feel like I know I found me, and then
I know who you're talking about.
When you found yourself, but then when you get into this relationship now, you're gonna find that even more. Or you know what I'm saying, that
Reva. Sorry, it was
Reva.
Reva today.
Throughout the years you grow and you grow and you grow. So I feel like the pressures come from family. And like sometimes you're in a union because you're just putting pressure on your damn self. Like don't put pressure on yourself. Like there's no time for anything.
It is people as well though. A lot of
it's
outside.
mainly.
So like now that I've got older, I feel like talk less to people about my relationships, like the bad parts of it.
Yeah.
Like I want to share the good parts, but the bad parts of it, like everyone has their ups and downs. But when you share the bad parts, you're giving it in your perspective. So you might not be right in that situation or 100% right, or you might have some fault in there. But when you're telling your story, you're going to tell it from your best point of viewing it. So when your friend hears it, it's going to be like, oh, no, he's out of order, he's messed up, And then when they speak to him, it's like, oh.
But she done that
it's
too.
It's a different perspective because you only give one way. So, like, I try my best now not to, like, obviously, every now and again you want to offload to someone and talk to someone.
Yeah, you have that.
But you don't want to start, like, I don't dog out my relationship. I don't start telling all the bad points and whatever. Like, it's not nothing's perfect all the time.
Yeah.
But, one, it changes their perspective of your partner. They're your friends, so when you're back on terms, they might still have that bit of that feeling towards your guy, and that is the most awkward thing when your guy and your girls or whatever just don't get along. Like, so I try not to do that for that. Plus, too many opinions, it blurs your vision. Like, at the end of the day, someone's saying to you this, and then you speak to another friend and saying something totally different. It's like, where do you go with it? Not all advices you need to take it on board. Like, some of it is disposable. You can take it, that shade of bin, thank you for that sort of thing, because not everything that's you're gonna like hear it out. It's always good to hear other people's things and like make your choices based off that.
But don't take it on too much.
I don't want to take a relationship advice from someone that's not even in half of a relationship that I want to be in, because like you ain't a walking talking testimony. You know what I mean? For me to be saying like take up 100% what you're saying as gospel and then make decisions with my relationship.
But do you feel pressure to do certain things like in your relationship? Do you feel like right now you feel like you should be at this stage, you should do this, or you should have had this, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like that? Because she's approaching the age.
I think that's a self thing that you put on there. Like if I think back to how maybe what I sat down and thought about when I was 25 for my next 5 years goals, then I could say, yeah, maybe I should have been whatever, based on where I wanted to be. Which one you don't like it? Based on where I wanted to be, sort of thing. But I
don't want it on my plate.
Based on like where I wanted to be in 5 years' time, I can think, okay, but that'll be me putting pressure on it. I think personally, based on my own actual experiences, what I've went through, like in relationships and you know where our current circumstances is that you really just got to go with the flow and literally enjoy the moment as it is. Because you can plan, and when that God sends that curveball, it's like, hold up, sis. Your plan is not. We're not going that way. We're taking this route to your plan, like. So you just got to go with the flow and enjoy each other at every stage.
Well, I thought I had I didn't have a fairy tale relationship at all. But I had a relationship.
I actually can't lick my finger with the glove. Disgusting.
But I thought I had a good relationship, and like I had a baby before I was 30, and I thought that by 30 this will happen, that will happen, and it works out totally different. But I'm not glad it did. I'm kind of glad it did because then the dead tickle, you know. I'm glad it did because it kind of paved who I am for when I became 30. And now I'm 30, I know exactly what I want. I know what I want in a man. I know what I need from a man. I might not get it, but I know certain points that I definitely need. And obviously, I got blessed with a child throughout that relationship. But I think it paved me and it made me who I am today. I don't know. I think it's only pressure. I think only when it comes to that thing of pressure, I don't think marriage is pressure anymore. I think like all kids, I don't think pressure, how it used to be back in the day. Like even when I see people getting married, I don't feel like, oh, I need to get married. You want to, but I don't need to.
Yeah, it's true. It depends on how you feel about it then towards marriage. Because when I was younger, do you remember when I was like, I was not on marriage at all. Like when I was younger, because I was in a long-term relationship, and I thought like it felt like marriage anyway. Like I genuinely felt like this piece of paper just doesn't make a difference because the way we was living, what we was doing. Is like it was like marriage anyway, so I was like whatever. Then when I got a bit older, it was like, oh no, I do want the whole marriage thing. And then it wasn't just about the day; it was starting to be like, oh, because I feel like you try more when you've got that commitment of a marriage. It's like
marriage.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, if we end, you just take your little clothes and go back your own way, your own way, your PlayStation, I don't know what else you might have, like, just go on your way sort of thing. It's more like, yeah, we've got to try, like, we've got to make this work and build on it. Like,
even if you have a break, you know that you're coming back together. Like, even if you have a break, like, get out for a month, cool. You know that in a month's time, you're going to work it out, do your thing. I don't know. But now, I want to get married. Like, now.
No break, like. I'm so anti-break.
No, but if you're married, it's not a break. It's a space. Because you're married. There's no... Once a man's married, he's married, innit?
Isn't that separation then? Would you then be like, separated? Or do you just mean that space? You just
space. Like, go to your mums, go to your brothers. Go to somewhere. Get my house.
Well, not anywhere. I don't know about you, but you can't be...
Not anywhere, but he would know better. If he's my man, he would know better. Well, I hope, because...
You think sometimes they hit their head and turn stupid real quick.
Yeah. Or the other head
starts thinking. When they're leaving the door and one call from on the way out. Because I don't know, they just turn stupid. Yeah, bottom line, I think if I said that I came more picky with age, my reasoning will be because I've kissed enough frogs and I know now exactly what I don't want and what I do want, sort of thing. So that's the only way I think I'll become quite picky. The whole child thing, it won't be a problem, like, unless the guy makes it a problem. Like, your baby mum needs to know that she's just your baby's mother.
Pattern your baby mum.
Pattern her up, like, she's just your child's mother. We're just co-parenting. I've got a whole woman. This is her. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like, let it all be straight.
But it doesn't work out that way, because even certain baby mothers, like, they say that, oh yeah, I'm gonna be cool, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then when?
Try that.
When?
Please try it. In the other video, do you remember her saying, "Oh, I like to try it." Okay.
Is that too much? Nice.
It's proper kick, isn't it?
No, it's like garlic sauce.
It's too much garlic. Sticky.
I have to edit all this bit out, you know.
This bit? No, I wasn't actually supposed to.
No, not that bit. I mean, yeah.
But yeah.
No, I'm probably not saying nothing and eating.
I know.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. But some people burp to say they appreciate food. Me, I do the little a.
You know that's called craving.
Put yourself first. Work on your mental, your physical, your spiritual, anything, all of that sort of health.
Invest in you.
Invest in yourself. I think what you should try to do is every move you make be an investment in one way or another.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even if you're going out for leisure, whatever it is, somehow make it be an investment to yourself. And it can happen. Like, that's our thing. This year we're going to make anything like we put our money towards is going to work as an investment towards us and like our bigger goal and dream.
Y'all gonna see.
Y'all gonna see the journey.
I think as well, good advice for 2020 is like finance. I feel like this is the year of finance. I don't know why, but I feel like everyone's money is about to, not everyone, those who are trying their finances, who've got a business, I feel like this is the year for it. No, it ain't cute. You're not one of the nice ones. Yeah.
No, it's nice though, but
I'm
just I don't know why I got the bone. I just
feel like finances, looking after yourself, like body wise, like next year, even for me, I want to look after the inside, not just the outside, like eating well, eating the right foods, because I feel like these foods that we're eating nowadays, even if it's junk, ain't that good for us. Like it's just fast food, isn't it?
Inside, you know.
and even being positive, like I'm an overthinker, so like people need to stay positive. Like even when you think something's going wrong, keep the faith. Like you never know. I'm spiritual, so pray. Those who pray hard.
And not only that, utilize the universe, guys. You don't know how strong the mind is, and I want you not to understand how strong your mind is. Like become visionaries. Like vision what you want. All about manifestation. Speak about it. Write it down. Vision boards, whatever you can do, like dream and dream big, because like these things can become reality at the end of the day, but you've got to really visualize it, you've got to see it, believe it, want it, all of that sort of stuff.
And still work towards it. Don't just think you can visualize and not do nothing.
Oh no, yeah, I know.
You still have to put in
get
the work.
sidetracked and think
Even if it's
easy.
one little thing to your business, you got a sentence every day for your business plan. At least it's something towards something. Like, don't just sit there and think, yeah, I just want this, I want that, and it's gonna happen, because it's a lot. No, we ain't got tissue. I mean, it's all the way over there. But yeah.
So that's it from us, guys. I know we're just rambling on, stuff in our face, dancing for food as we do.
Still stuffing.
Because you're gonna see a lot of this because we're foodies.
Yeah, so get ready for the food.
So it's not just going to be a lot of like sitting down here and eating sort of stuff, but you will see a lot of food things going on.
Going out.
Dancing to food, singing to food.
Yeah, look.
I can't even be arguing because the security guard was watching me like I'm trying to steal the food I just bought. So I will argue for my food.
I can't with you. But yes, Happy New Year, guys. And yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you all.
Stay
as
tuned.
you need to go on, don't follow us.
Eat good.
But you know what? If your goal is to like maybe get games and all the things, like, stop by Wingstop, try it out.
I got one left.
Get different flavours. See what's your flavour.
Wait, the review on it real quick here. I mean, I just got basic barbecue, but it just tastes like
you can give a review of your basic shit.
It just tastes like the KFC. Little, that's what it tastes like. The little
sachet.
bites. No, stop.
The barbecue sachet from KFC.
No, they got these little pots. They had that. Like,
It was good. It was good.
That's what it tastes like. That's
nice.
Guys,
mango sweet.
Subscribe real quick. Just subscribe for us. Click the like button, notification. Do it all.
Comment. Let us know what you want to see.
Yeah.
Let us know what stuff you are enjoying, what you're not enjoying.
We're just beginners. Like, we're not professionals. We're just starting out. So
we welcome all positive feedback.
Anything negative, you can keep it over there.
Salut. No.
Salut.
Salut.
Bye.
Oh no.